Raw vegan alert from the carburetor. Banana prices are predicted to rise 10%. This may hit some vegans hard in the supermarket. That increase might sound low for just one food, but imagine that 10% being 10% of your whole diet. And of course, it's not just bananas. Most food prices are likely to rise. And down below is part of the thread that I was reading where people were talking about this. And I want to show you how I schooled some tariff guy on bananas and of tariffs being problematic. There were some people complaining about the prices, in this case, specifically bananas, which people in my communities are going to be very affected by. So this guy said, boo-hoo, we make all these in the USA. That's the point. Buy American. Yeah, that's the point of tariffs, to shift the purchases. Eventually, it would create more buying of American products, which would then be cheaper. And then I came in to make some corrections. People just talking ignorance, just making assumptions. I pointed out here, bananas can't be grown in the USA. Maybe they could, but not nearly as well, and they'd be more expensive that way. Right, so that's the point of the critics of tariffs, is that some things just are not grown in the USA, and some things might be harder. And bananas is a good example. The climate is not very good for it, but let's consider like every kind of product you could buy. Have you ever seen a banana sticker that says made in US? No, it's Mexico and Guatemala, places down in the tropics, with hot weather all year round. See, I've seen this kind of ignorance in the diet community where people don't even know there's places on the earth that don't have winter. There's people who don't know this. And it causes them to believe faulty things about how we should eat. Oh, yeah, we shouldn't eat fruit all year round because winter. Well, human beings, we originated in a place where there is no winter. That's how we can get bananas all year round, and why a fruit diet is natural all year round. So back to the argument about there are no bananas grown in the US, and there are no US companies producing bananas. So therefore, there's no companies to benefit from the Trump tariffs. Now, someone could start creating these businesses. Like another good example is car manufacturing. We could bring that back. But I pointed out to someone that that's going to take like 10 years for us to see any results from that. And someone just laughed me off. 10 years? That's crazy. There's probably people out there in a position of starting a car manufacturing business. And they're probably second guessing, wondering if that's a good investment. Well, look, Trump is already He's having trouble just implementing the tariffs. He pulled back most of them because of all the problems it created. So what if this thing never materializes? What if he gets kicked out of office? Or a whole bunch of things could happen. That's a risky thing to try to start a car company. And think about it. Can you think of any business or industry that has benefited from Trump's first term? He's just left a whole bunch of ruins in his wake. Everything he touches turns to shit. Every person who associates him ends up in legal trouble or in prison or financially ruined, like Rudy Giuliani. Just look at Elon Musk, a guy who is actually making American cars, and his company is sinking. Not only are Tesla stocks just dropping, creating a whole bunch of chaos, but people are selling the Teslas and blowing up ones that are not theirs. The people that are most likely to benefit from Trump's actions are Trump himself. He's only thinking about himself, and he just keeps getting richer with every move. Let's wrap up with the bananas. What can the 30 bananas a day crowd do? The raw till 4 crowd. Well, there are other fruits, plantains, but those are grown in the same places as bananas, although dates are grown in the US. But I think those are more expensive per calorie. I think bananas is the cheapest calorie source you can get, definitely for fruit, and we've always relied on that. It's been great. So say goodbye to those good prices, and they'll never come back because a lot of people, realize and are not thinking that prices never come down. No matter how they go up, businesses are just going to resist bringing the prices back down because they're getting people used to the new normal. Oh, speaking of new normal, I remember Freely talking about the new normal during the pandemic. Freely, the banana girl, founder of the Raw Till 4 diet, she is also a person that tries to get people to not vote. Well, here are the results of vegans not voting, because an informed vegan would vote against Republicans, especially Meathead Trump. And now we got him back, and now we're all screwed. Oh, but then Freely isn't an American, does not live in the United States, so may not be affected by this, but her audience is mostly American.
I'm going to go to Whole Foods, pick up some organic bananas. Let's do this.